Oh, I snore.
When they talk about it sounds like a freight train, it sounds like a freight train.
Oh, it goes back years. We can talk about the Navy. People used to throw their boots at me at night to get me to try and stop.
He doesn't realize he's doing it. And when he does, he rolls back over, stops for 30 seconds, and then he snores again.
When I'm out, I'm out. Well, when my girlfriend started complaining about it, when I was being tired all the time, groggy, and I was asked after one of my surgeries one time, they asked me if I had sleep apnea, and I said no, I've never been diagnosed. They recommended I go get it checked.
It can have such an impact, and you wouldn't necessarily think if you weren't with a snorer. But you know, the person that's snoring may not get very sound sleep, but the other individual hardly gets any. So it depends on the severity of the snoring, but what happens is often one person says, the one that's not snoring says, you know what, I can't do it anymore. I'm gonna have to move into the other room. Sometimes fights can ensue.
If I don't get any sleep, I'm not a happy person, and it is really difficult to function if you don't have good sleep.
Studies prove that when you don't get enough sleep, your empathy is less, your cognitive skill functioning, your problem solving, all of that is affected, not to mention your mood.
Most of the patients that come to us are people who are excessively tired during the day. Because what we see and hear most complaint is snoring, what happens is usually there's an obstruction. But anytime you have snoring, you need to be evaluated because it can lead to serious health risks.
And when I do snore, sometimes I'll get a sore throat in the morning, and I still was having that after the sleep strips. I was not getting a full night's sleep.
So we had a trip this past summer, and a friend of mine had mentioned this product that they were representing, and I said, give it to me fast.
I then tried these little plastic nose plugs that went in. They were working pretty good. I would sleep better at night.
He was very good sport about it, and he tried it, and he got the best relief from that he'd had from any other product. But unfortunately, his sleep apnea is so severe that he needs to have a sleep machine.
It's working pretty good. I have my energy levels way up from what it was before.
You can have mild apnea, you can have just upper airway resistance, you can have just primary snoring. And so that's what's really neat is there's so many new technologies coming out that are helping that. It's so crucial what goes on during our sleep. It's like plugging your cell phone in at night. We need to plug our bodies in at night, and we need to recharge, and we have to have uninterrupted sleep.
I'm sleeping better. I do have, it's like when you're not sleeping well, you don't dream as much. Lately, I've been having lots of dreams.
So I think there's a big difference between believing you get good sleep and then really feeling that you got good sleep. So it's a good thing.